In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 steps on how to develop strong personality traits, because as Dr. Joe Dispenza would say, your personality creates your personal reality. Now I'm out here for this early morning hike pretty much across these beautiful fields in Bali. I think the place is called Ridge Walk Trails or something like that. But what I want to share with you is the 3 steps that you can take to go ahead and close the gap between who you are and who you want to be. All right, because that gap only exists because you were not currently the person who is capable of achieving your vision that you have in your head. So you have this vision in your head of the version of yourself that is strong, that is confident, that is crushing it in every area of his life. He is ripped with a six-pack. He has amazing energy every single day. He has deep and fulfilling relationships. He is making $1 million a year. Whatever that version of yourself is, think about the personality traits that that person has. Think about the character that you would have to become in order to achieve the goals that you want. Because at the end of the day, in order to have the success that you want, you have to become the type of person that deserves the type of success that you want. Okay, so what it really comes down to at the end of the day is developing the character of the person that is capable of achieving your goals. So Benjamin Franklin, back when he was 20 years old, I think it was somewhere in the late or mid 1700s, he went ahead and wrote down a list of 13 virtues that he wanted to embody in his life. Okay, you can go to 13virtues.com spelled out, you can have a look at them, but some of them include, for example, temperance, which was not eating to excess and not drinking to not drinking too much, not eating too much. He had another one which was industry, never wasting his time on unnecessary things, always engaged in the process of providing value. Another one of his was silence and not speaking if someone wouldn't benefit from his words being said. And at the end of the day, he went ahead and wrote those 13 virtues down so that he could get clarity in terms of the person that he wanted to become. All right, so that is really step one in terms of thinking of the person that you want to be, thinking of that $1 million version of yourself, and going ahead and writing down the character traits, the personality traits that you want to embody. All right, so the first step really is in writing them down, and once you write them down, the second step is getting clear on what the purpose is of writing these down. All right, so what is the purpose of you writing down these character traits, writing down these virtues that you seek to embody in your life? All right, because reasons come before results at the end of the day, and if you don't have strong enough reasons for why you want to embody these characteristics, then something in the environment will come up, something that is calling you to express a side of yourself that is not in alignment with these values will be much easier to go ahead and be tempted by. So second step is to write down all the reasons that you want to embody all of these different character traits, these personality traits, and what your purpose is in going ahead and trying to embody these character traits. All right, and the third step is what Benjamin Franklin also did, which was to operationalize how he could go ahead and take the actions that would allow him to imprint these values onto his identity. All right, so once you're clear on what virtues you want to embody, once you're clear on why you want to embody them, then the third step is going ahead and understanding how you will go and do it. So every single week he would write down the actions, the behaviors that he would take that would go and allow him to express the virtues that he seeks to embody. All right, so for me personally, one big one that I'm working on always is my self-discipline. All right, as my temperance, of my ability to control myself and master my appetite. So recently I have been going ahead and, you can say, eating more sugar than I would like every single day. I'm like opting for more fruit than I would usually have, eating more chocolate than I usually would, and the reason for that is because sugar is addictive at the end of the day, and I am giving into my emotions of succumbing to these temptations of society, of giving in to the sugar that gives me that short-term high, but in the long term it just messes with my energy, it messes with how I want to be going about things. So the way that I am operationalizing this is to go ahead and schedule my meals every single day, 2 meals a day. I've already decided before the week even ends what I'm going to be eating. This dog is going crazy right now in front of me. Hopefully it doesn't attack me. But the third step is the most important, which is operationalizing your virtues. All right, so at the end of the day, it really comes down to getting clear on who you want to be, getting clear on why you want to be that, what your purpose is behind it, and then going ahead and scheduling it in your calendar in terms of how you are going to express these virtues. All right, so the word character is interesting. It is what determines who we are, and it really comes from the Greek root meaning engraved mark. All right, so character comes from the root engraved mark, and it was evolved to mean the imprint on your soul. So the way that we go ahead and imprint our values onto our identity is by expressing the behaviors that are in alignment with that virtue. Okay, so every single day going ahead and consciously creating the type of person that you know you are supposed to be in order to close the gap between where you are and where you want to be, and then operationalizing that, scheduling it in your calendar, and being clear on exactly what you need to do, when you're going to do it, every single week. Okay, and that is the way that you will go ahead and imprint those strong personality traits onto your character and go ahead and become the person you were meant to be. So I hope this has been valuable for you. This has been Saleem here, coming at you from Bali, Indonesia, and I will see you in the next video.